Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, good morning to you. Kyle Evans coming to you, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, for another rousing episode of the morning show called Grow, your daily checkup from the neck up. This week, we've been diving into a series called Built for This. Now, whether you are in real estate or some sort of sales, there are times where the markets turn, where things are troubling, where things are more difficult, more fascinating, if you will. Real estate industry seems to find itself in there and has found itself there for a while, much longer than we would care to admit. And that's okay because we're built for this. And so that's the things we've been diving into this week, man. We've talked about scars are blueprints. We've talked about understanding that it's going to be difficult and we have to keep going anyway. Today, I want to talk to you about one of my favorite topics ever. And I'm wearing my fancy glasses because it is synonymous with the topic. Now, I know I have a lot of awesome 4-eye friends out there. I am not one of them. This is my first foray into the glasses dome, little blue light blockers. Hanging out with you guys in front of the screen for 8 hours a day tends to give me a little wee bit of a headache. So my wife suggested this. What do you think? Huh? 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 But I'll tell you this, guys. The topic for today is boring. Boring. Boring is the way. Are you boring? Is your business boring? And if it is, you're probably right where you need to be. If it's not, you might be leaving some money on the table. So let's dive in here. Let's see what this means, because some of you, I might have lost you. But buckle up, Buttercup. We're going to talk about it. Everyone wants results. Yes or yes, of course. But nobody wants repetition. But the pros, they love boredom. They do. Because they know consistency isn't cute. It's lethal. Today, we're talking about why most people fail, not from lack of ambition, but from an allergy to boredom. Our attention spans have gotten shorter and shorter in this society. And so we are more bored than ever in the shorter amount of time. And unfortunately, life is built on consistency. It's built on compound interest. Do we have an allergy to boredom? The ones who embrace being boring are the ones who dominate. Now, one of the topics I have for you on this segment is, guys, the success equation is in repetition. My kids are starting school like many of you this week. And one of the things in orientation for the kindergartners is saying that kids learn from repetition. I got news for you. People do. Adults do. How many reps are you doing? James Clear says this super well in Atomic Habits. We don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems, and our systems get repeated. A study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, they found that professional athletes who followed structured, repetitive warm-ups had 43% lower injury rate from those who didn't. They had a plan, they had a structure, and they repeated it even when it was boring. And because of that, they had almost 43% lower rate of injury. That's not talent, that's ritual. Bruce Lee once said, "Fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." Said a different way in the South, don't fear the man with 10,000 rifles he shot once. Better be scared of that coolyon with one rifle he shot 10,000 times. Why? Because he knows it. He's practiced it. He's tweaked it. He understands it at the deepest level. Great real estate agents, great business people, they aren't flashy. They don't reinvent their business every 3 weeks. They don't suffer from shiny penny disease. Now, hear me. When I'm saying they're not flashy, I don't mean that they don't got swag. I don't mean that their marketing isn't awesome. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're not pivoting every 5 seconds. They're sticking to the things that work well, and they're going deep on them. They repeat what works until it works at scale. One of the best lines that you can hear in business is this, man, show me your calendar and I'll show you your closings. Love you, mean it, but that's a fact, Jack. You see, unfortunately, passion is great. Let me start that way. Passion is great. Purpose, fantastic. And when your job or your business aligns with purpose and passion, chef's kiss. Unfortunately, sometimes your job, guys, can just be your job. It can just be your vehicle to money to fuel your passion or your purpose. Some of us, we don't need more passion. We need more rhythm. We need more boring because boring beats burnout. Why? Boring is the precursor to mastery. Unfortunately, your brain is actively trying to beat that because your brain wants novelty. But the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen, they want certainty. Your brain is looking for dopamine. Let me read this to you. How dopamine functions relate to consistency, or as we're describing it in this episode, boredom. The reward prediction error. Dopamine neurons respond to the difference between expected and actual results. Expected and actual. If a desired outcome is consistently achieved, dopamine releases, reinforcing the associated behavior, making it more likely to be repeated. Conversely, if expectations or rewards are not met, dopamine signaling can decrease, potentially leading to a lack of motivation or inconsistency. This is crucial in the formation of habits, which are essentially consistent behaviors. The problem that we struggle with here is more often than not in business, especially real estate, we don't have instant rewards. We don't have instant successes. And because of that, we don't get the dopamine release, which helps to breed consistent behavior. Your brain wants novelty. It wants that release. It wants that push that red button. But that's not what the marketplace demands. That's not what big businesses are built on. How do we get around this? A little bit of grit, a little bit of will. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're always chasing a new CRM, a new conversation framework, a new logo, you're leaking energy. Burnout isn't always from doing too much. A lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, it's from doing too many different things poorly. Jack of all trades, master of none. Your vision, your attention, your intentionality is spread too thin across too many things. Therefore, you can never get good or mastery of the thing that is the most necessary. There may or may not be a book around it by Gary Keller and Jay Papazian. The one thing. Not the 10 things, not the 100 things. What is the one thing that you should be doing in your business or your life? That such by doing would make everything easier or unnecessary. What is it? I bet you're not doing it. I would love to tell you that I am all the time, but I'm not. I'm a human being, and that's okay. But we've got to recalibrate. We've got to get good at boring. Gary Keller said this one time, and I love this line. He said, if your business isn't boring, you're probably leaving money on the table. What's your morning routine? And is it the same every morning? Are you waking up, working out, hitting gratitude, identifying 3 wins for the day that you must complete? It's not self-help fluff. It's behavior. It's behavior. Words. Behavior. It's priming for your behavior. It's documented in neuroscience as implementation intention. A lot of big words today. I hope you had your coffee. It's not self-help fluff. It's priming a behavior. People who plan when and where they'll act are 2 to 3 times more likely to follow through. This is from a study by Gallwitzer in 1999. If you plan when and where, you're 2 to 3 times more likely to follow through? Do you have the morning routine planned out? Are you setting yourself up for success? Are you boring? Are you consistent? One of my superpowers is consistency. When I was my kid's age, second grade, kindergarten, your boy wasn't like, you know what superpower I want? Consistency. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, in this real world and not a comic book, consistency will win the day for you more often than not. Because over time, when you're taking one step at a time, two steps at a time, a year, 2 years, 5 years, you look back and you say, oh my God, look how far I've come. Do you have the one thing in your business on the calendar to do it every single day? Boring or not? The same calls, the block time, the conversation models. Are you tracking? Are you measuring the things that you're supposed to? Don't glamorize it, gamify it. I must hit this, and this is my goal. This is my commitment. Do you have a weekly content cadence? Hey, every Monday, I'm buyers and sellers education video. Every Wednesday, I'm posting a local highlight. Every Friday, I'm doing a story-based win or a testimonial from some clients or someone I helped. Like, that's not mine, but it could be yours. What does your cadence look like? Every morning, more often than not, I'm here with you guys on the Grow Show. It helps prime myself for success. Guess what? I can't just show up and do it. I have to prepare content in advance. It's boring sometimes, and that's okay because consistency builds. Rituals over motivation. My final segment for you today. Motivation is fleeting. I'm sure many of you know that. It's an emotion, it's a feeling, it comes and it goes. Rituals win. Samurais, they trained with kata, repetitive, structured movements. Repetitive, structured movements. Not because it was exciting. I bet you the 10,000th time that they did it, to them, it was like watching paint dry. They were so bored. But it built reflexive dominance because under pressure, you do not rise, you revert. You go back to muscle memory. You go back to the systems. You go back to the habit. You go back to the ritual. What is the ritual? Do you even have one? Are you even following it? Are you taking the time to be boring? When the deal falls apart, when the seller blows up, when your pipeline is empty, your systems are going to be what keeps you alive, not your motivations and not the vibes. Your systems, your rituals, your habits, the boring, the consistent, the mundane. Are you going to be a samurai in this business, ladies and gentlemen? The choice is yours. So if we're moving this segment into tactical, I want you to build some boring wins. I want you to build a plan around boring wins. This isn't flashy. It's not sexy. It's not on the cover of Vogue, but it's what's going to take you to the next level. I desire you guys to pick 3 activities, just 3, not 10, not 50, not 20, 3. 1, 2, 3. What is it? 3 things, 3 activities that is going to move your business forward. For example, it could be a video a day. It could be 3 handwritten notes a day. It could be 20 calls a day. It could be door knocking each day. It could be, I don't know, sending out newsletters. Like whatever it is, I want you to pick 3 activities that are going to move your business forward. Then I want you to lock that time in, the same time every weekday, the same time every weekday. 90% of peak performers in a Harvard Business Review study attributed their success to consistent time blocking and task batching. That's doing one thing consistently at a certain time. Do not fall for the myth of multitasking, ladies and gentlemen. Lock the time. Pick the 3, lock the time, and then do them whether you feel like it or not. That's the secret sauce. I don't care if you feel like doing it. If we're just us girls here talking, I don't feel like doing a lot of stuff a lot of times. I am inherently lazy. I am. But I know that's not going to get me what I desire. It's not going to be the person I was meant to be. It's not going to get me to be the father, the husband, the leader that I want to be, that I know I can be. We got to do the things whether we feel like it or not. The boring stuff, that's where you separate the interested from the invested. Are you just interested in success? Or are you invested in it? And hear my heart. When I say success, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about some social media influencer guru vision of success. I'm talking about what it looks like to you. It could be as simple as being able to send your kids to the school you desire, paying for college, retiring your parents, owning your home outright. That's success. Doesn't have to be yachts in the Maldives. I mean, that would be great. Don't get me wrong. But what does success look like to you? The boring stuff is going to get you there. It's going to separate you from the interested because you're the invested. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're not stuck. You're just not doing the boring. And you're not doing it consistently enough over time. One of the best ways to ensure that you win is doing an absurd amount of work that would make it virtually impossible for you to fail. It's that simple, but it's that hard. You see, unfortunately, in this society of instant gratification, we've been taught that boredom is a sign to quit. But what if it's a sign to keep going? What if the reps are simply just the price of greatness? Do you understand that Kobe Bryant, the Mamba, shot 500 free throws a day? A day. Picasso painted thousands of sketches. Top writers, they wake up every day and they write, regardless if it's good or not. Top agents, they do the same calls, the same follow-ups, the same habits until boredom, get this, becomes brilliance. Your boredom can become your brilliance if you let it. Stop chasing fireworks. Start honoring the flame. You were built for this. I know it. Let's keep going. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. This has been your daily checkup from the neck up. See you later.